Welcome back to Tagline Films, and of course, as I told you earlier on, this is the channel that is going to be giving you the latest sports news, the transfer updates and the news from all over the world. And guys, as we are going to start recording, don't forget that this channel and this video is sponsored by H&S Gamers, and we are located in Makerere Chikoni on your way to Olympia Hostel. Come and enjoy very many video games like FIFA, Uncharted, God of War, very many video games. And of course, you can find us on all our social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and everywhere. And I, your host, I'm Allan, and with me today is Dowie.
Thank you, Allan. My name is Dowie. Thank you for tuning in to our YouTube channel again. Feel free to subscribe and tell a friend to subscribe. This is the channel that is going to give you the sports news. So keep updated and keep tuned in. Thank you.
Yes, as we all know, Dowie, the Queen of England died a few days ago, and of course it was a very big shock to the world. And this led to the suspension of the few Premier League games that were going to be played on this previous weekend, and the games that are going to be played next weekend.
Exactly.
This left England completely bored. Of course, as football fans, we are mainly used to very many sports events, and our main focus, as we have all been seeing, is the English Premier League. So it left us bored, but of course in other leagues games were played, and I'm going to start with the French League One, where PSG managed to pull off a 1-0 win against Brest. And when you look at PSG, they are scoring a little bit a few goals, but their chance creation is very high, and when you see it, it really looks like a team that has future in on Europe. How do you see it?
Me, I'm thinking the creativity is there, but I don't know what is. Maybe some players are acting selfish somehow, somewhere, because you can see there is a lot. They create a lot of chances in the box, but they do not turn them into goals. So I'm thinking the selfishness is a bit there in the team, so that's why they are not scoring a lot of goals. Yeah.
Of course, it was a goal from Neymar Jr., an assist from Lionel Messi, and that led to the goal. Then Marseille managed to pull off a 2-1 win against Lille. Moving on from the French league, I'm going to move to the German Bundesliga. And in the German Bundesliga, we saw Bayern Munich drawing for the third time in a row. This time around, it was against Stuttgart. Do you think Bayern Munich is missing Lewandowski?
Yeah, I can't tell that they are missing Lewandowski, because I'm thinking that Sadio Mane can fill the cup properly, and I'm thinking that the things happen in football. They really happen. Yeah, it is not due to this or that. I think it just happened like that, but I don't think they are missing Lewandowski. Bayern Munich is playing well.
Actually, very nice.
They are playing well, and I'm thinking they just lack, maybe the luck is not there of winning, but they are playing well and they will win. Yeah, I'm thinking there's nothing like missing Lewandowski.
Then Borussia Dortmund lost to RB Leipzig 3-0. It was kind of a shock.
It was a shock because Leipzig has been playing really not good this season. And to me, I thought that Borussia Dortmund is a must win in this match. But I was so surprised to see them, to see Leipzig winning against them. It was a total surprise.
It was a very huge shock. Then we saw Schalke 3-1. And then Hoffenheim won 4-1 against Mainz. Hertha Berlin again drew with the Bayern Leverkusen 2-2. Actually, Hertha Berlin has been making a lot of draws also. Then Wolfsburg won against Frankfurt.
I'm thinking Frankfurt. I don't know. That is not the Frankfurt. I know that is not the Frankfurt that beat Barcelona last season. That is not the Frankfurt that played against Real Madrid in the final. Because even their Champions League match, the first Champions League match, was really totally. They weren't displaying. That wasn't the Frankfurt I knew.
Of course, they
lack a lot of creativity. Their striker is not sharp.
Yes, I think they are a little bit reluctant.
I'm thinking, I don't know what is wrong with Frankfurt, but I think they have to improve.
They really have to improve. And then moving on to the Italian Serie A, we saw Napoli win against Spezia They continue their winning streak after beating Liverpool a 4-1 win. They managed to pull off a 1-0 win
they are
against
leading
Spurs.
the Serie A table.
That is very when you see it, you're seeing a team that has future with the type of force they are having at the moment. They are having a lot of confidence. I also believe in Napoli. How do you see Napoli having a chance to win the Italian Serie A?
Of course, they do have a chance to win, because if you can see their competitor, like the likes of Juventus, they are not they are not performing well. If you can see AC Milan, they are performing well, but
that's not the AC Milan that we are supposed to be
exactly.
seeing.
And if you consider Inter Milan, the vibe is not there. So I'm thinking Napoli this season is
a little bit more prepared than the other
they're having whatever it takes to win the Serie A.
Again, Inter won 1-0. As we say, they are not creative,
exactly.
not at all.
It was a struggle for them to get that goal, because
a very big struggle.
Yeah, it was a struggle for them. That is not the Inter we saw last season. So I'm thinking this season they have to work on that, or else.
By the way, when you look at Inter Milan, when they got Romelu Lukaku on loan from Chelsea, I thought that the team was going to improve. Remember, they had that type of connection between Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez in their attack, and that connection was very high. You saw the team winning, and there was a lot of connection. The likes of Nicolo Barella, the likes of Adam Fries. The team was very organized, and when you saw it, I really expected it to bring back its form and try to compete this time round.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Lukaku is off form this season.
Not only this season, but even last season he was not okay.
Yeah. And I might say maybe they are thinking that they are missing the likes of Sanchez.
He was not a
starter,
but he was complementing, and the likes of Ashley Young, he was not also a starter, but these were players who were complementing. Remember in that season when they won the Italian Serie A, we saw the likes of Lautaro Martinez, Romelu Lukaku, Alexis Sanchez, and Ashley Young. These were players who were directly involved in the chance creation of the team and in the scoring of the team. So they really are missing them. Then AC Milan won a 2-1 against Sampdoria. AC Milan, of course, the title.
That is the AC Milan. I knew that even last season they were winning 1-0, 2-1.
But those are some of the characteristics of the teams that will win the league.
Yeah, exactly.
They may not be providing a lot, like in scoring, but they will keep on scoring 1-0, 2-0, 2-1. Yeah. So they always have the 3 points, regardless of the goals they score. Then from the Italian Serie A, moving on to the Spanish LaLiga, we saw Rayo Vallecano winning against Valencia 2-1.
That was a shock to me. I thought
Valencia is really diminishing. I think it's not the Valencia we knew a few years back. This was a team that was really competitive.
Exactly.
I think it once finished, was it in third or second position? Something like that in the La Liga. So I never expected them to be
me too.
Then Sevilla bouncing back from their loss against Man City in the Champions League. They won 3-2 against Espanyol.
Yeah, and it was a struggle for them.
Really you just never...
Yeah.
They are missing their key players, Lucas Ocampos and Jules Kounde. You remember the Sevilla that had Jules Kounde in the centre back? Remember them in the Copa del Rey against Barcelona?
They were too confident, but I think their confidence is...
The confidence levels are going down.
Yeah.
Then Barcelona won against Cadiz in a 4-0 shocking win. I think it's the first time they are winning in about 3 years against Cadiz. All they have been doing is draws and losses.
Exactly. And this time around it was about to turn into a draw. But they managed to score those goals.
There are 2 goals after. Actually, there was an instance in the game. A fan got I think it was a problem.
Yeah.
And we saw the game stopping. I think it was in the 85th minute. And all thanks to the Cadiz goalkeeper running with the life-saving kit that he moved on to the medical personnel who later on saved the fan.
The fan.
But when you look at Barcelona, they are having a lot of creativity in them. You're seeing a team that has Robert Lewandowski as their main striker, and Memphis Depay also plays as a striker. But again, the people are supplying them. You're having players like Ferran Torres, you're having players like Rafinha, players like Dembele, who is completely on form. I think he's the best player.
Dembele is really playing well.
I think
and the midfielders are also playing well. You can see that the likes of Gavi.
Very nice.
Yeah,
this is actually the future of the Barcelona midfield if he keeps on the performance. It's very nice. I like him. Even on Spain, when he was playing on Spain, I think it was in the Euros. Was it in the Euros? Something like that. He really had that passion. I like the way that guy plays. He's young, but the confidence levels. He goes into tackles. He doesn't fear starting up hitting up the situation with any player, be it who, regardless of the size. And when even the centre backs, the likes of Jules Kounde, the likes of Ronald Araujo. I like the way you play.
But Barcelona is going to be dangerous this season because leave alone the Barcelona that had Gerard Piqué, because the centre back, their defense, the defense of Gerard Piqué
was a little bit shaky.
Yes,
of course, he has the tactics, he has the mentality,
exactly.
but the pace.
But this time around, the good thing about this Barcelona, they are balancing. The midfield is okay, the defense they are trying, and the striking line is sharp. So this time around, I'm thinking Barcelona is really, really getting better.
Then the debut for Hector Bellerin, in the first half was a little bit shaky, but when he came after the first half, in the second half, he really showed performance, trying to pass the ball here and there. I think he was directly involved in the Frenkie de Jong goal, and I like the way he was playing. Could he be reinstating, like coming back in a better way? Because we saw him. He was totally off form for a few seasons back.
I can't tell because right now the Alaba of Barcelona has been good. I've never seen him off form. And if you can see Hector Bellerin, there's also a player that plays that number.
Of Alba. It's called Jebalde. I like the way he plays. He's a very good
He's
player,
also
talented.
good. So if you can see the competition is too much, though Hector Bellerin played well, but the chances of starting will be low this season. But at least if you can display well, you can get chances. Maybe they might get injured in that number, so you get chances of playing.
Then we saw Atletico Madrid pulling out a 4-1 win. Unexpected of them because we are used to Atletico Madrid, which we win 1-0, 2-1.
Exactly.
That's the team that we are used to. And they pulled off a 4-1 win. Very fantastic from them. And if they keep on trying to create very many chances, of course they will lose the other thing of an Atletico Madrid that you cannot score more than 2 goals against.
Exactly.
This is a team that even if you're very good, I think it was only Cristiano Ronaldo in the other Champions League draw when he was still in Juventus, who managed to pull off a trick against them. But this is a very difficult team. Their defensive tactics are very fabulous, but of course it limits their creativity up front and their chance creation. Then those are the fixtures that were there on Saturday. Then moving on to Sunday, again in the Spanish La Liga, we saw Real Madrid putting off a 4-1 win. Very fantastic from them. Very good work from the young players, the likes of Rodrigo, the likes of Vinicius, and what a goal from Valverde. It was a very nice goal, moving the ball from the midfield, and then of course the finish was also fantastic up front. I like the way they are playing. Actually, they are putting up that competition. This team is having a lot of youth players, and the other team is also having a lot of youth players, and they are still providing the same. Only that Barcelona's youth players are a little bit better, because when you see the likes of Gavi, you cannot compare Gavi and Pedri with the likes of Chouameni and Camavinga. These are players, yes, they have won the titles, but they really don't have the quality that these two are having. And if you look on a long-term scale, Barcelona are having a better investment than Real Madrid.
Yeah, exactly.
Then Atletico Bilbao won 4-1 against Elche. Getafe won 2-1 against Real Sociedad, the team that beat Manchester United.
Yeah, Real Sociedad is good at the teams. If you can say them, they can challenge Barcelona, they can challenge Real Madrid.
Yes.
But if they come to these small teams,
average teams. It should have been 3-1.
Yeah.
Only that the Real Sociedad goalkeeper managed to save the Getafe penalty, but it should have been 3-1.
I wasn't surprised because that is the Real Sociedad I know. It is good at big teams. Yeah, but
then
average teams are.
Real Betis won 1-0 against Villarreal. This Villarreal team is not the team that was playing against Bayern, the team that was playing against Manchester United, the team that played against Chelsea. It really isn't the same team. I don't know what is happening.
I don't know what is happening. Me, I'm thinking that this Villarreal, they used to have their players are aged. Can I say like that?
Aged, when you look at their defenders, moving on to the midfield, they're already not having those young players.
And they had so many players on loan that came on.
The likes of Lucas Moura. I think was it permanent side or still in Tottenham?
No, I think he is on loan. He is on loan. Yeah, so I'm thinking that is also affecting them because because if you can see, if you don't have players, when you're getting players from loan, they have to go back again and you miss them. So I'm thinking that is also that also affects them, their performance.
Then moving on to the Italian Serie A, a very menacing performance from Juventus against Salernitana, which was one of the worst teams last season. A team that you were sure of being won by any big team, even an average team could win against Salernitana. But Salernitana managed to pull off a 2-2 draw against Juventus, with Juventus making a comeback. It had actually slipped away from them.
I don't know. I knew from the start that Juventus is not performing well, but I was so surprised that, with their match against PSG. They really put up a good performance, though they didn't win, but they played, they challenged, and you can see that Juventus is still a big team. But again, losing to that team, that was really a surprise to me.
Then they got 2 red cards, one from Milik. He actually scored a goal, which was supposed to be the winning goal, but he removed the shirt and he was there the yellow card, and they got another yellow card, which turned into a red card. To make things funny, the goal was ruled out.
I'm thinking one thing. I'm thinking that the only person to blame is the coach. I don't know what's going on.
He also got a red card by the Massimiliano Allegri.
Yeah, because the discipline in Juventus, and they have the whatever it takes to.
They really have what it takes.
Yeah, because if you can see, they have that their team is good. They have players. They can't even be affected by injuries. But I don't know why they are not performing. I don't know.
Because even if you say Dybala and Pogba on injury, these were players who are not there last season.
Yeah, exactly.
So you just can't say that we had our players, but they are injured.
Yeah, exactly. You have to ask the coach what is really going on, because it is coming too much.
And if this is the team that is going to play Champions League, I promise you they will not win.
They are coming to Europe.
They're definitely coming back to Europe. Then Atlanta also drew with Cremonese. This is not the Atlanta that was playing last season. The team was a very serious title contender.
Yeah, but they are not playing bad. I saw on the table they were the seconds before that match. But I think they are trying, because the way they ended that last season was not good.
It was not good also.
Yeah, but this time around, I think they are trying.
They are trying to recover, and if all goes well with their pace, and the likes of Juventus and Inter Milan continue playing like that, it leaves the title race in the hands of Atalanta, Napoli, and AC Milan.
Exactly.
Then moving on from the Italian Serie A, with the French League One. Here I'm just going to go through the results. We saw Strasbourg draw with Clermont 0-0. Then Ajaccio lost to Nice 1-0. Angers won against Montpellier 2-1. Lorient won against Nantes 3-2. And then we saw Toulouse win against Reims 1-0. Then we saw Reims winning against Auxerre 5-0. Monaco winning against Lyon 2-1. But then though there's something I would like us to go through a little bit, something a little bit. The rate at which red cards are being given out is really increasing. I actually don't know what's wrong with football. Because we are seeing red cards. For example, in the Juventus game, 3 red cards in one game. I think also bringing the red card for the coach, there are 4 red cards in one game.
We are just few matches this season, but if you can count the red cards there, I'm also thinking what is really happening, what changed.
What may change? Because players getting more aggressive or something. I'm actually wondering.
Maybe they put up new rules.
Perhaps they might have put up a few new rules because, for example, in the Premier League we saw Koulibaly getting a red card, Gallagher getting a red card. Perhaps it's the mentality of the players. But it's very easy for a player to get a red card. But of course, it also depends on the compassion of the referee because. You can be like, yes, it's a foul. I'm giving it as a foul, but I'm not giving out a second yellow card.
Exactly. Now, if you consider the red card of Koulibaly, the first foul was. It wasn't really. It
wasn't the fact that it was even his first foul.
It was even his first foul. You could give out the free kick, but. Leave the yellow card.
Yes.
So I'm thinking that they have to sit and look into it because
there are a lot of red cards by very red cards.
It's not only in Premier League, even even other leagues. So I'm thinking maybe they change the rules in football, maybe somehow, somewhere. That's why they.
Then moving on to Champions League on Tuesday, a very huge fixture. Bayern Munich versus Barcelona. Could this be a revenge for Barcelona with Barcelona having Bayern Munich's main man? And when you look at the form of Barcelona, fantastic. Because you are seeing them winning, scoring very many goals. But when you look at Bayern Munich, yes, they won against Inter Milan. But it was only 2-0.
Actually, I'm seeing this match as the biggest of the season.
This is totally a revenge for Barcelona.
Because Bayern Munich, I remember they won 7. Was it 7-2?
Was it? It was 8-2 something.
8-2 against Barcelona. So I'm thinking this is their time. And it's even in Bayern Munich, so Allianz Arena, so it will be actually, even if they win 1-0, it will be a shame for them. It will be at least the revenge because the fact that it will be in Allianz Arena, it will affect them. So I'm giving this a draw.
A draw?
Yeah.
But of course, you're talking about a draw, Dowie, but looking at the Bayern Munich team, if we compare players up front, they are serving the likes of Sadio Mane, Gnabry, the likes of Kingsley Coman, and the likes of Leroy Sané, a combination of very fast players, but of course you can't rule out the Barcelona defense because it is now comprised of young players who are very fast, players that are tactical. Then in the midfield, they are having a Bayern Munich having very experienced players, the likes of Müller, the likes of Joshua Kimmich. These are players who are very, very experienced. And then when you look at the Barcelona midfield, good players but young players, the likes of Pedri, the likes of Gavi, and Sergio Busquets are to accompany them as their main tactical man. But moving up front, Barcelona is really untouchable. The likes of Ousmane Dembele, if he's on form unless he gets an injury, but he's very good at the likes of
Rafinha is also good and physical.
Very physical, by the way.
He's good at fighting for the ball.
Very good. I like the way, and he's very talented. Like
the way he's physical. You can his physicality. You can compare him with Sadio Mane.
Yes,
he's too physical. He's like Sadio Mane.
And he's very fast. And I enjoy the way he uses his left foot. And if the Bayern Munich defenders are not steady. And I'm actually thinking that.
And this defender they got from Juventus is a bit slow.
The light.
Yeah, is a bit slow.
They also lost Schule to
So I'm thinking it might be a win for Barcelona or a draw. Yeah.
But of course, just can't rule out Bayern Munich. This is a team that creates a lot of chances constantly.
They create a lot of chances.
But if Gavi is able to pull out that good performance, and they manage to control the midfield, the team that will control the midfield is the team that will win the game.
Exactly, yeah.
According to
because their midfield is so, both teams, the midfield is good. There's no way you can say this one is better. They are all good, so the better team will win.
Yes. Then moving on, Ajax is going to be playing against Liverpool. Ajax had won 4-1, and against Liverpool that was given 4-1.
Ajax, Liverpool. I'm saying I really don't want to play. Liverpool fans might hate me, but Liverpool is not yet good. I don't know why. It's like they want to. They are tired of their coach because the way they are playing. It's really not good. There's no the Liverpool we saw last season. We saw a few seasons back that the Liverpool that was good with and without the ball.
Yes,
they were really good without the ball. More good without the ball, even with the ball.
Yes.
So this time around, this Liverpool, if you're having the ball, they can't fight for the ball. They will just go in the defense to wait for you to come. So I'm thinking, and you can't do that to Ajax because Ajax has been. Yeah.
The likes of when you look at the Ajax team, they're having those young players.
Yeah.
With the likes of Kudus, he put up one of the best performances. If Gomez is going to play in that game, I'm telling you, I'm assuring you, he will have to face it tough. And then something is wrong with Van Dijk. The way he plays is no longer than Van Dijk. He's really afraid to go for challenge, and when he goes, he creates fouls. For example, the penalty, the Victor Osimhen penalty that Alisson saved. You saw Van Dijk is not tactical at all. He was not the Van Dijk that we knew, the tactical Van Dijk. We used to have a lot of interceptions, clearances, and very good performances. He's really not the one. And when you look at the other players, moving up front, the likes of Dowie is not the one that we expected. Dowie he put up a good show against Liverpool when he was still in Benfica, but that doesn't qualify him to be a good player. I think all the Liverpool fans can agree with me right now.
Yes.
Nunes is not the player that we expected him to be. He might be a good player, but
he might be a good player. But I'm not thinking that he's not good. But the creativity is also lacking in Liverpool. Their creativity is low. Because if you can see their midfield is totally a mess. There is no one that can challenge.
But I think Thiago Alcantara is back.
Thiago Alcantara is back, and if at all Liverpool wins, if at all they get the possession, the ball possession, then I will know that Thiago Alcantara is really the man they'll be missing. Because if you can see Liverpool of last season or the few seasons, they were even good without Thiago Alcantara. So I'm thinking that this Liverpool is missing Sadio Mane.
It's really the person that missing.
They are really the person they are missing. And if they win this one, if they get the ball possession with Alcantara, then I will know that maybe they've been missing Alcantara. But this Liverpool is not. You can't. Ajax, they are good. This is the Ajax team that you're not going to say that this time around you're going to mark Anton. There is no like that.
There's no big player.
There's no big player you're going to mark. And
that
exactly. That team is totally difficult to defend.
Yes,
there's no key player. Yes. It's totally difficult to defend. So I'm thinking I'm giving a win to Ajax or a draw, but a draw because Liverpool is at home, they are at Anfield, but I'm thinking the Ajax might win this one.
Then Inter Milan is going to be playing against Victoria Prison. I think Inter Milan is going to win this one.
Yeah, it is the time for them to win this one. If they don't win this one, then this group is for big people. It's for big teams. So if they don't win this one, then there is no way. They have to wait for their time to come to Europe, because there is no way. If you can't win against Victoria Prison, then you can't win against Bayern Munich and Barcelona. Yeah.
Then Tottenham is going to be playing against Sporting.
This, if you can say, this group, I expected Tottenham and Frankfurt to be the top two. But this time around, Sporting CP is really playing well. And if you consider Tottenham that played against Marseille with a red card, then there is a question mark on this match against Tottenham against Sporting CP, because the fact that they are at home, and Tottenham really put up a poor performance when they were playing against Marseille, because they were at home and the way they were playing wasn't really convincing. So I'm giving a draw for this one. It will be a total draw. I can't say that this team might win, but Tottenham might win, but I'm saying a draw.
Then Atletico Madrid is going to be playing against Bayer Leverkusen.
Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen. Yeah, I'm giving Atletico Madrid because, and this the funny thing about this group is there's no big team in this group, so I'm thinking it is Atletico, like the big one. So I'm thinking Atletico is going to win this one, or a draw, because he's good at making.
They are having the chance.
They are having the chance.
Then moving on, Marseille is going to be playing at Frankfurt.
Marseille is going to be playing Frankfurt. Yeah, I'm seeing a win for Marseille. Yeah, the way Frankfurt is playing this season.
Just
and really Marseille played well. They played well. They put up a good performance against Tottenham. The fact that they had a red card, they were playing well, and really Tottenham struggled to get a win. So I'm giving it to Marseille.
Then on Wednesday, one of the very big games there, they're going to be seeing Man City playing against Borussia Dortmund.
Man City playing against Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund is on and off this season. They win, they lose, they win, they draw. Yeah. So
and they're not really organized.
And I'm thinking Allan is going to score on this one.
He must score. He must score.
Yeah, he's going to score. And the fact that Manchester City is at home, so I'm giving a win for Manchester City, a confident win for them.
PSG is going to be playing against Haifa. A minimum of 5 goals. I'm telling you, if not 5, they are going to score 4 goals. I'm telling you.
Yeah, PSG against Juventus. PSG against Juventus. I thought that they are going to score like 5 and above goals.
But Juventus is a little bit of a bigger team. I reached a very many quarterfinals.
The good. I'm also believing you on this, because if you can see, PSG is a team that doesn't undermine the small teams that they will say no. It doesn't have massive. It means squading 7. They will bring the full squad. As you can say, you will see the likes of Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, and they will come for it will be an Arab pig against a knife. Yeah. Like if in a fight.
Yeah, but when you look at the players in PSG, these are players who all want to prove.
Yeah,
players like Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi. These are players who are fighting for that glory. So these are players who will give you their very best if they go against a small team. That's their chance to
get
goals.
That is their chances.
Because if you don't get goals in the group stages, the round of 16, quarterfinals and semi-finals,
they are actually fighting to be among the top scorers. So I'm thinking they will win this one.
Then Real Madrid is going to be playing against the RB Leipzig, a team that won against Borussia Dortmund.
Real Madrid will win this one. It will be a complete win for Real Madrid. RB Leipzig wasn't playing well the previous matches. The fact that they beat Dortmund, I don't know what happened. Yes. But I also expected Dortmund to win this one. So I'm confident in giving it to Real Madrid.
For me, I think it will be a 2-1 or a 3-1 for Real Madrid, of course. Then Napoli is going to be playing against Rangers. Napoli against Ajax.
Rangers is not performing well this season.
Napoli may win this one, a 3-1 or a 2-1.
Napoli is winning this one.
Then Juventus is going to be playing against Benfica.
Juventus, Benfica.
This is a very funny game.
Yeah, it's a very funny game.
Very many goals in this one. 1-1 or 2-1 or 2-2.
Yeah, anyone can win this one. But Benfica can win, Juventus can win. But I can't confidently give it to Juventus, because Juventus is really hasn't been really playing well.
Then Copenhagen is going to be playing against Sevilla.
Sevilla, Copenhagen, that one is also a tricky one, but I'm giving it to
but
Sevilla because of
Sevilla.
experience.
Yeah, and the way they played on the weekend, they got a red card and they managed to pull off a 3-2 win. So I'm thinking that they are going to win this one. Chelsea is going to be playing against RB Salzburg.
RB Salzburg. I'm giving it to. I'm not giving it to Chelsea unless I'm not giving it to Chelsea.
Has been putting in a lot of work.
The way maybe that Chelsea, I was just after this match, then I will take my words. But this time around, Salzburg is a team that they play like Ajax. It's a team that is good at counter-attacks. Yes. They are good. Then so
when you look at Chelsea, they
have
that very funny way of defending. Unless Potter changes something, and they will struggle against teams that can counter-attack.
Exactly. So I'm not giving it to Chelsea fully. Though they might win, I can't say they can't win. Yes. They might win this one, but Salzburg.
Then Shakhtar Donetsk is going to be playing against Celtic.
Shakhtar Donetsk will win.
They win?
Yeah. They are winning for Shakhtar Donetsk against Celtic. It will be a win for Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk has been playing well in Champions League as compared to Celtic. So Celtic is good at Europa. These teams are by that coming to Europa. Celtic, Shakhtar might also come to Europa if you can see, because their group they are having Shakhtar, Celtic, Real Madrid and Leipzig. So
of course it says that Shakhtar or Celtic, but you never undermine Shakhtar.
Shakhtar is good. Shakhtar is good. So we've seen Shakhtar winning against Manchester United. We've seen Shakhtar winning against Chelsea. So Shakhtar is good as compared to Celtic.
And AC Milan is going to be playing against a Dynamo Zagreb.
Yeah, AC Milan.
Could AC Milan win this one?
Yeah, AC Milan is going to win this one, but it will be our 1-0 or 2-1 or 2-1 or 2-1 or 2-0. Yeah.
Guys, as we have told you earlier on, there's not going to be any Premier League action. So all you have to do, guys, subscribe to the channel, share these videos, guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are going to be giving you more and more sports updates. Keep tuned to the channel.